again. Time I got the dump truck right on starting. Ugh, not good. We are loading into open world right now. We were getting ready to jump into Sunken Harbor. They only have 5 more minutes left in their match. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to check that out. So now we are loading into the game. And it looks like it is taking its time. I just might be up for some tonight. I'm going to try something different tonight too. What I'm going to try to do is, in between starting matches, I have like a little commercial. Not for me, it's just something for Firefall. I'm going to try to see how easy it is for me to switch over and play that in real time. So you guys don't have to wait and watch loading screens of me trying to get back into another match. It might be kind of difficult for me. It's the first time I'm trying this. I'm just trying to test it out just to see how it'll work and see how much time it actually takes for me to swap over into another server without having to bore you guys too much with watching the screen and wondering how long it's going to take with all the loading screens. I can do all that on my end and then snap back over here when that commercial or video is over. Now we can jump right into another match. I'm trying to see how it'll be to go match to match to match, as opposed to me talking about a match, and then when it's done, I'm like, you know, what you always see is I'm saying something like, oh, we're going to go into another match. I'm going to open world. After open world, I'll pick another match. I want to try to stop saying that just to see how the flow will be. See how smooth I can make this. I think it's going to be a little difficult with I got a lot of stuff running on my machine right now, like queued up. So we're waiting to load into the game right now. We're getting ready to go into open world. I am going to be doing some shoutcasting tonight. But we are waiting for the game to load, and then after that we're going to jump into a match and see what we have available to watch. So it should be kind of cool. Getting ready to see Sunken Harbor, but they were 5 minutes into it. And I got a dump truck. That's kind of bad.
Push me, and then just hurt me, till I can get my satisfaction. Push me, and then just hurt me.
But you see what I mean? See how long it's taking to load? I want to, on my after this next match, I'm going to try to make it where it's not like that, so you guys don't have to sit and watch the loading screen with me. We'll have other stuff that you can look at, which would be kind of cool. I hope it'll be cool. Alright, we got 2% more to go, and we will be in the game. I have no idea why it's taking so long. Alright, there we go. There must be a lot of people on tonight. Alright, let's see what matches that we have. Unless it's dump truck for everybody. No, 7 live matches, nice. Sunken Harbor, Shantytown. Alright, we're gonna do some Shantytown since they're 1 minute into the match. Are you gonna play any PvP tonight, Lanix?
The wind only takes a dandelion so far. But what if your wish was left to more than luck? We wished for performance and efficiency in the new 2013 Lincoln MKS, then built it around an available 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 engine. Then we wished for an inviting cabin in the Lincoln MKX and gave it a sumptuous interior. Wish no more. The Lincoln Wish List sales event is here. For our best offers of the year, click on the Pandora banner ad or go to Lincoln.com.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be good for you to get back in there. But this is the idle time I'm talking about, because you guys are watching the loading screen with me right now. Try to make it where you guys don't have to do that. After this match will be the first time I'm gonna try what I'm gonna do. Hopefully it goes seamless. It should be kind of fun, but I'm gonna have to be clicking all over the place really quick. Get the transitions in there. Probably gonna be 3 or 4 minutes into this match almost, probably. Alright, we're gonna jump onto the scoreboard, see who has points, and then start following people after that. Nice. Picus playing as the engineer battle frame. Picus has two abilities equipped, which is the multi-deploy turret and the quick deploy force field. The score is 7-4. Blue team is in the lead. As you can see, he just ran by his turrets right there. Looks like he has 13 wins and 17 losses. 54% of the time they play as the Dreadnought, and 44% of the time they play as the engineer. He is leading the scoreboard for the blue team right now. We also have Lucas, who is playing as the female engineer. They only have one ability equipped. This is a tier 1 matchup, and they have multi-deployer turret. 0 wins and 0 losses. A very new player to Firefall. They 100% of the time play as the engineer. 10-5. Blue is doing a good job over here camping the red base where they spawn at, trying to get some easy kills and quick kills at that. They are a full 5 points ahead of the red team. Nice job, Lucas following up with the down player. Didn't stick around for the SQ, but dropping out some turrets to help out. I wonder if they know that if they press F on an enemy player, what that'll do is add them to the SIN network, and the turrets will also focus fire on them. Ultars who we're following. Male Assault Battle Frame. Looks like they have Afterburner and Crater equipped. 2 wins and 4 losses. 79% of the time they play as a Dreadnought. He is trying to take out those turrets. 20% of the time they play as the Assault, which is the battle frame they are right now. Looks like Ultar has 3 kills under his belt so far. Once again, going for the Engineer's turrets from the blue team. Playing very cautious. Oh, he has resonating bolts on him. Needs to be careful over here. You see him exploding right in front of him. Oh, and he takes way too much damage and goes down. Let's follow Mediking. Assault just spawning. Chilling in the red base right now. Let's go to Lion Rock on the blue team, playing as Male Assault. Also has Afterburner and Shockwave equipped. Tier 1. Taking down a player. Trying to get in for the execute. Ooh, passes up the execute. Tries to go back into this battle over here. Red team is getting stomped right outside their base. They need to find a different technique or try to all go out at the same time. Lion Rock getting down the last shot on a player. 17-7 right now. Blue team is 10 points ahead. Lion Rock has 18 wins and 19 losses. 100% of the time they play as the Assault Battle Frame with zeros across the board on the rest of their stats. But they found the battle frame and they're just going to stick with this one throughout the whole theme. Mikai, ooh, playing as the Recon. Everybody knows how I feel about Recons on this map. And it looks like they're not doing anything right now. Staring up at the sky. Mikai has 57 wins and 48 losses. 85% of the time they play as the Biotech. And for some reason on this matchup, they are playing as a Recon. Probably trying to get their tiers up. 9.8% as Recon. 2.8 as the Engineer. 0.3 as the Assault. And 1% as the Dreadnought. Once again, surveying the land, looking up in the high ground to see if there's any players up there. Doesn't look like the red team is trying to take high ground. Looks like they're just having enough trouble trying to get out of their base. And we're going to follow Picus again. Picus is right there in the middle of everything where the action is. Blue team doing a good job of keeping those turrets up. They have 2 engineers on the team, so they are laying down those turrets very heavy. Nice job. Picus is about to die, but not before he does. He gets the execute of the players he got down, and it looks like the blue team wins this 25-8. Picus with 9 points, Lion Rock with 5. Minus Incus, 3 points. Lucas 5 and Mika 2. Good job, blue team, 25-8. They did a really good job. All right, so what I'm going to do is what I was telling you guys about to see if I can get this transition to be smooth. What I need to do is press 2 buttons. I'm going to look for another map, and I want you guys to stick around and enjoy.
Firefall takes place in a future Earth. It's a technologically advanced Earth somewhere between Star Trek and Star Wars. It really is a world powered by a new energy source called crystite, which came from a meteor storm that devastated the Earth, nearly wiped it out. And they call this event Firefall. It's where the name of the game comes from. Well, Earth thrived. This time, it's all clean energy, and they're using crystite in lots of new and novel ways to power a lot of advanced technology in the world. Everything's great until mankind decides to try their first faster-than-light jump through space aboard a ship called the Arclight. When the Arclight attempts to activate its drives, all hell breaks loose, and the ship crashes to Earth, leaving behind a rent in space and time where the melding, an energy storm of dangerous nature, pours through, covering the entire planet. This storm devastates everything. It disintegrates whatever it touches and makes land uninhabitable. It's only around the remains of the still running Arclight off the beach of Brazil, Fortaleza, Brazil, that a little bubble has formed of space-time that allows humanity one last chance to rebuild. And this is where the player starts off. We have Admiral Nostromo, who was aboard the Arclight when it crashed, who now becomes consul of the entire Brazil territory. And he's basically trying to help humanity rebuild and at the same time repel an alien invasion from beings called the Chosen, which come out of this energy storm and begin attacking humanity. So he's got a tough job. Next to him, he also has his sort of right-hand guy, Typhon, who's part of the Hellhounds, and Morningstar, who's Typhon's lieutenant. And they're kind of like Nostromo's go-to team for important missions in the game, and they have an important story arc through the entire game, which the players get to be a part of. There's a campaign mission that will be in the game that unfolds over a 5-year arc. We have a serious investment in the story here. And you get to witness it as it happens. So as Typhon and Morningstar and Nostromo and the other key characters go through this epic story arc, you're part of that history. You're helping change the world. And we've divided up into several episodes. And we're going to be unveiling episode 1 here pretty soon, probably early after our first PvE milestone. The story is important to me for a number of reasons. I think I've always been fascinated with characters that have had sort of a dual nature, and Nostromo is definitely one of those characters. He saves Fortaleza, Brazil, but in doing so, he ends up wiping out his family, who dies in the crash of the Arclight. And it's kind of that Sophie's Choice decision that drives him down this path where he's really vengeful against the Chosen. He wants to blame them for everything that happens. He wants to kick them off the planet. He wants to push back the melding, retake everything. Meanwhile, humanity, has another option. There's a starship that's arriving in 4 years that could rescue them from the only other colony that humanity's ever colonized, which is Alpha Prime. So Nostromo has a choice. Does he circle the wagons and try to stick it out until the Aegis arrives? Or does he take the war to the Chosen, which is really what he seems hell-bent on doing? And how far is he willing to take that war, and at what cost? I think these are the interesting questions, along with who are the Chosen really, and what do they want? I like dangling mysteries, big J.J. Abrams fans, so I like to keep fans guessing, and there'll be a lot of mysteries to unravel in Firefall.
Nice, we are back. Hopefully that worked. It was pretty crazy. I think the video is longer than it needs to be. But what we're doing right now is we are following a game in Sunken Harbor, and it looks like Tilter is in this match. Nice, Tilter is playing as the Assault Battle Frame. Running through now, Red just started. It looks like he plays 687 wins to 426 losses. 61% of the time he plays
Before I
the
realized
Assault.
that we wanted to do
like
something a little different. I wanted to take this huge, persistent work.
It looks like he plays most of the time as the Assault Battle Frame, 61%, and 29% as the Engineer. What we're seeing here, though, is he is playing as the Recon with 8.7%. Nice. Let's see what's going on with the rest of this group. Looks like there's a lot going on over here near the small health pickup right now. Red team is laying into the blue team, picking up the small health. Looks like one of the Dreadnoughts, Diehards, is gunning for some blue players right now. He was the one that picked up the small health a minute ago. Looks like he has 3 abilities equipped. He has explosive rounds, Thunderdome, and heavy armor equipped. Going down, taking too much damage. Let's go to Lockwood. Lockwood also playing on the red team as the Recon. Looks like they have resonating bolts and long-range satchel equipped. Taking a few shots out, the blue player missing all of them so far. Lockwood 80% of the time plays as the Recon with 60 wins and 64 losses.